Hi everyone, this is Mix from Sneaks and Ball PH, and today we have a package that arrived alongside those guys. So just getting it out. Today we have a quick look and unboxing on the Nike Kobe 5 Protro 5-time champ. So to start things off, I don't appreciate that there is a sort of dent in my box because this is a pretty limited and sought after shoe. So just please take care of the deliveries. But of course, I've experienced much worse, and you might have also had those kinds of experiences. So please comment down in the comment section down below what your worst shoe delivery experience is. But anyway, onto these. This is the Kobe 5 Protro 5-time champ colorway. And these shoes, just like the big stage Kobe 5s, were meant to commemorate Kobe's legacy. But unlike the Kobe 5 Protro Big Stage, this colorway doesn't come from any of his PEs. Rather, this 5-time champ colorway is actually inspired by those championship jackets that they gave Kobe and the Lakers after they won the 2009 NBA championship and the 2010 NBA championship. Since this colorway was inspired by those championship jackets, they do don that iconic Lakers purple and gold, and that is probably why these are so popular. I don't know, the Lakers are just that marquee team that's just super popular, like how the Dallas Cowboys are in the NFL. Because even out of LA, there are just so many die-hard Lakers fans. So I do understand how these were just as hyped as the Kobe 5 Protro Big Stage colorway, even though these were supposedly inspired by, jackets of all things. Then with that out of the way, let's get into the unboxing. So just like with any other Kobe 5, it has this pretty plain black box with some black details, namely that Kobe logo as well as that Kobe signature here at the top of the lid. Then on both sides of the lid, you do have a Nike swoosh. And then on this side, you have your sizing and colorway information. Then now, time to take a peek at the 5-time champ. So you do have your standard style lid, just like with any Kobe 5. Then you have some plain paper, and woo, that purple is very vibrant right off the bat. And it really is just super in your face, Lakers all day, every day. So just putting these beauties aside and taking out the left shoe. These are just like super pretty. Like all of these Kobe 5 Protros that they've been releasing have just been super fresh. And just getting the right shoe again. So here you have it, guys. This is the Nike Kobe 5 Protro 5-time champ. Then just a few quick tech specs on the Nike Kobe 5 Protro. I will be making it really quick because we just did the Kobe 5 Protro Big Stage. So you do have that exact same traction pattern that supposedly has more rubber in the Protro version compared to the original Kobe 5s. Once again, it is almost 90% translucent, but instead of the milky white translucent rubber on the Big Stage colorway, with this 5-time champ colorway, it is this icy blue. Then you do have this small solid rubber section that's underneath the ball of the foot. And just like the Big Stage colorway, I'm not really sure if this will perform the same as the Chaos colorway, because the Chaos colorway did have solid rubber. However, if the translucent rubber doesn't pick up too much dust, then the traction on these should be a beast on court. Then for the cushion, it is pretty much the same as with any Kobe 5 Protro. So you do have that nice and soft Cushlon midsole and that large volume Zoom turbo unit here in the forefoot. It is very comfortable because of that Cushlon midsole and super bouncy, quick and responsive because of that Zoom turbo. And the nice thing about Zoom turbo is that it does have a lot of heat welds, so it has a lot more flexibility than your standard large volume Zoom Air. Then for the materials, you do have that carbon fiber midfoot shank here at the bottom of the shoe. Then on the upper, just like the Chaos colorway and the Big Stage colorway, it's almost entirely fuse. The fuse on this colorway does feel a little bit softer compared to the Big Stage Kobe 5s because the Big Stage colorway did have a lot of print all throughout the upper, which sort of added a little bit of thickness. And with this colorway, it does have two different finishes and different textures of fuse, because for the purple portions here at the toe and the midfoot panel, it sort of has this cracked or like snake skin kind of look, and it is pretty smooth and shiny. Then for the black portions, which would be here on the tip of the toe, as well as here on the sides of the forefoot, the lace loops, as well as the Nike swooshes, it's this fuse that has this sort of synthetic leather texture, and it also is quite a bit matte, so it really does sort of contrast well with that really shiny purple fuse. Then here at the back of the shoe, you have this very tightly woven black mesh, and it does feel really nice in the hand while still being pretty structured. Then here at the heel, you have that pretty robust heel counter. Then here at the tongue, you have this Nike Torch material, and then here at the top of the tongue, you have a little bit of neoprene, as well as some more of that shiny purple fuse. You also have this neoprene sock liner that is pretty well padded. Then lastly, you have these really nice purple flat laces. Then for fit and sizing, it pretty much fits like all of the Kobe 5s and most Kobes in general because it fits perfectly and fits pretty much one-to-one without having any dead space. So quick recommendation, true to size if you have a narrow foot or a normal width foot, and up half a size or up a full size if you are a wide footer, because if you do have a wide foot and you go true to size, then this is definitely gonna pinch like hell. Then for the aesthetic details, you do have that icy blue translucent outsole with a little bit of black solid rubber here underneath the ball of your foot, and then you also have this cord out part of the outsole that exposes the cushion underneath. On that cushion, you do have this shiny purple Kobe logo, and then here on the midfoot chunk, you have that carbon fiber. Then here on the midsole, that cushion is this nice and clean white, and then here on the lateral side of the forefoot, you do have this Kobe code, and then on the lateral side of the heel, you have some Nike Zoom branding. Then on the upper, it's pretty much the Lakers away colors of purple, gold, and black. You do have that shiny purple fuse here on the toe, as well as the midfoot panel and the top of the tongue. Then here at the tip of the toe, as well as the side of the forefoot, this strip with the lace holes, as well as the Nike swooshes both on the lateral and medial side, you have that matte black fuse with that synthetic leather texture. Then outlining those black fuse pieces, you do have this gold trim. I really like how that gold cuts in between the purple and the black, and it does give it this super nice contrast. Then here at the back, that tightly woven mesh is black, and this plastic heel counter is this deep jet black. Then also on the heel counter, you have a gold Kobe logo, and for some more Kobe branding, you do have the silver Kobe logo on the tongue. Then for the tongue, it is almost entirely purple except for this yellow trim here at the top, and then you also have purple laces with purple aglets. You also strangely enough have this white piece that's this neoprene that's on the outside, but for the neoprene sock liner, it does have this really cool graphic because the base is black, but you do have a lot of purple and yellow with the trees, the basketball, as well as the skyline. Then lastly, here on the insole, you do have more of that really cool LA styled graphic, and it also reads Kobe Bryant as well as LA, and then you also have all of his championship seasons. So you have the year 2000, 2001, 2002, 2009, and 2010. Then for the overall aesthetics, this shoe actually looks super beautiful in person, and that's a bit weird because when I did see both the big stage and the 5-time champ colorway online, I have to admit that I thought those looked nicer than these, but now having both in person, I think this just leapfrogged those. I just really love the contrast between the purple and the black, and then, you know, it's highlighted by that gold trim. I also love that it's just super clean looking and pretty simple, but that it also has some pretty interesting design here on the sock liner as well as the insole. Another part that I really love is that jet black plastic heel counter because it's just a super deep black and it's just really shiny as well, and it really makes that gold Kobe signature pop. So if I had to rank all three of the Kobe 5 colorways that I have right now in terms of aesthetics, then unfortunately the Kobe 5 big stage would be last, then it would be followed by this 5-time champ colorway, and finally my favorite Kobe 5 colorway would still probably be the Chaos. And the reason why this 5-time champ colorway comes in second to the Chaos colorway is just pretty much because of two reasons. The first would be that even though I really enjoyed this shiny purple fuse on this colorway, I'd still pick the iridescent panels of fuse on the Kobe 5 any day. Then the second reason is actually a really small reason and probably really insignificant in the grand scheme of things, but I don't like this white neoprene here at the back because I think it just ruins the look because you do have this white, then you have this deep black here, and then white again. I really would have preferred if they just went black all the way up. So I'm gonna have to adjust my personal scoring on the Kobe 5 Protro colorways. So the big stage are an A, this 5-time champ would be an A+, and the Chaos colorway would be an A++. However, in the comment section down below, please give me your ranking on these three colorways. So you have the big stage, the 5-time champ, and the Chaos colorway. Then for the price, as with all the other Kobe 5 Protros, this retailed for 8,995 pesos here in the Philippines, or $180 US. These did of course sell out instantly on the sneakers app, and the demand on these was so high that the Titan site kept crashing on me. But since they are sold out, you're gonna have to go on the resale market for these, and just like the big stage Kobe 5s, the price on these range anywhere from like 18,000 to 25,000 pesos. So if you are a diehard Kobe 5 fan, a diehard Lakers fan, and a diehard Kobe Bryant fan, this definitely is the shoe for you because like purple, black, and gold with that LA graphic on the sock liner and insole. So if you do check all of those boxes, then you probably already have a pair or are still looking for one. And like always, you just have to be very diligent when you search because, you know, the worst feeling is buying something and then after a while you find out that someone was selling it for a cheaper price, so you're kind of kicking yourself. So just so that doesn't happen, please make sure to search thoroughly and find the best prices that you can get. So there you have it, guys. That was my quick look and unboxing on the Nike Kobe 5 Protro 5-time champ. If you liked the video, please make sure to leave a thumbs up down below. Then if you have any comments, questions, or suggestions for any future videos, please feel free to leave them in the comment section down below as well. Then like I said a while ago, please sound off in the comment section down below your ranking of this 5-time champ colorway versus the big stage colorway versus the chaos colorway. Then if you haven't already yet, please make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. It would help us out a lot here at Sneaks and Ball PH.